Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I'm Ila Susan with the news. First, the headlines. Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. Nipirio, says architects are more than just designers of buildings, articulates that they are the custodians of heritage. Union Health and Family Welfare Minister J.P. Nadda highlights country's progress in medical education. India's permanent representative to the United Nations, Parva Thaneni Harish, beckons Pakistan to end the grave and ongoing human rights violations in the areas occupied by it. And the Election Commission of India issues fresh advisory for responsible use of AI and synthetic content in political campaigning. And now the news in detail. The Association of Nagaland Architects, ANA, celebrated its 25th anniversary under the theme Celebrating Community, Nurturing Creativity on Saturday at JP Park and Banquets, Chumukedima on October 25th. Addressing the gathering as guest of honor, the Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. Nipirio, said that 25 years is not merely a passage of time. It is a testament to vision, perseverance, and the unwavering commitment of a community of professionals dedicated to shaping the very fabric of their state. Ria mentioned that one of the earliest and most crucial initiatives was the ardent call for development controls and building bylaws in the state, and added that this was not just a professional demand, it was a foundational step towards organized, safe and sustainable urban growth. He stated architects are more than just designers of buildings. They were the custodians of their heritage, the interpreters of their culture, and the visionaries of their future. Every structure they design, every space they plan, contributes to the identity of Nagaland. He added that they weave the tapestry of the traditional Naga ethos with the threads of modern functionality, creating a built environment that is both unique and relevant. He underlined the need for low-cost housing solutions, which a safe and dignified home is the right of every citizen. Addressing the gathering, Dr. Gauri Nitin Shirkar, member of the Council of Architecture of India, described Nagaland's architecture as a true reflection of its people, resilient, rooted and expressive. She noted that the traditional Naga morungs, with the intricate carvings and profound symbolism, were more than structures. They embodied the community, identity and collective wisdom. She observed that a new generation of architects is now blending the wisdom of the past with the aspirations of the future, an evolution that preserves the soul of Naga design. Amidst the rise of artificial intelligence, virtual modeling and parametric design, she reminded that while technology may draw the lines, it is humanity that gives them meaning. The guest of honor inaugurated the exhibition stalls and also unveiled the Jubilee magazine. Health and Family Welfare, J.P. Nadda highlighted country's progress in medical education, stating that the country now has 819 medical colleges. He said that undergraduate medical seats in the country have now increased from 51,000 to 129,000. Addressing the 50th convocation of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, the minister also noted that the number of postgraduate medical seats has also increased to nearly 78,000. Nadda underlined that in the fields of medical sciences, training and healthcare, AIIMS has established itself as a leader in healthcare excellence and patient care. The minister highlighted that AIIMS has also taken the lead in AI-driven diagnostics and robotic surgery training. He further noted that for the first time in the country, AIIMS has successfully performed groundbreaking procedures such as dual kidney transplants and renal autotransplants. The Election Commission of India, ECI, has issued a fresh advisory outlining stringent rules for disclosure and responsible use of artificial intelligence and synthetic content in political campaigning ahead of the Bihar Assembly elections. The Commission has asked political parties, candidates and campaign representatives to label any synthetically generated or AI-altered image, audio or video used or disseminated for campaigning purposes as AI-generated, digitally enhanced or synthetic content covering at least 10% of the visible display area. The Commission directed that all political parties, candidates and campaign representatives must ensure that any AI-generated or digitally altered images, videos or audio used for electioneering carry a clear and prominent label, occupying at least 10% of the visible display area, and in audio content, it should be present during the first 10% of the duration. And additionally, such content shall prominently disclose the name of entity responsible for its generation in the metadata or accompanying caption. The Commission has also called for restraint on publishing or forwarding any content that is unlawful and misrepresents the identity, appearance, or voice of any person without a consent and created with the intent to mislead or deceive the electorate. ECI has also mandated a period of 3 hours for political parties to take down any such content. Political parties also have to maintain internal records of all AI-generated campaign material. India's permanent representative to the United Nations, Parvathaneni Harish, has summoned Pakistan to end the grave and ongoing human rights violations in the areas illegally occupied by it, especially in Jammu and Kashmir. He said this while addressing the United Nations Security Council during the open debate organized on the 80th UN Day yesterday. Ambassador Harish reiterated that Jammu and Kashmir will always be an integral and inalienable part of India. He said the people of Jammu and Kashmir exercise their fundamental rights in line with the country's time-tested democratic traditions and constitutional framework. He said these concepts are alien to Pakistan. Harish emphasized the country's commitment to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, seeing the world as one family, and advocating for justice, dignity, and prosperity for all. Election campaigning for the first phase of the Bihar Assembly elections has intensified by both the NDA and the Mahagathbandhan, and polling will be held on the 6th of November in 121 assembly constituencies across 18 districts. Star campaigners from both alliances are holding back-to-back rallies in poll-bound constituencies. Issues of development, law and order, unemployment, migration and education are being raised prominently during the campaign. BJP star campaigner and Union Home Minister Amit Shah will continue his campaign for the NDA candidates for the second consecutive day today. Shah will address public rallies in Khagaria, Munger and Nalanda districts. The Janata Dal United National President and Chief Minister Nitish Kumar will address election rallies in Dumraon in Buxar district and Ramakrishna Nagar in Patna district. Meanwhile, Hindustani Awam Morcha patron and Union Minister Jiten Ram Manji will address separate public meetings in Madhepura, Saharsa and Darbhanga. On the other hand, from the Grand Alliance, RJD leader Tejashwi Prasad Yadav and Vikashil Insan Party Chief Mukesh Sahni will address election rallies in Gogri and Alauli in Khagaria district and Bar in Patna district. In addition, Prashant Kishore, founder of the Jan Suraj Party, Tej Pratap Yadav, chief of the Jan Shakti Janata Dal and leaders of the AIMIM will also address several election rallies.
निर्णय करने वाला है, फैसला करने वाला है कि फिर से जंगल राज बिहार में लाना है या विकास का राज लाना है.
And now let's go for a short break.
Come on boys, let's go practice.
अरे रुक यार, मेरे बैंक अकाउंट में गलत एंट्री का प्रॉब्लम हो गया है।
भाई तो बैंक को कंप्लेन करना।
बैंक को लिखे 1 महीना हो गया है, बट वो गुगली पे गुगली डाले जा रहे हैं।
तो आरबीआई के लोकपाल को इन्फॉर्म करो।
रुक, मैं समझाता हूँ। जैसे क्रिकेट में थर्ड अंपायर, वैसे ही आरबीआई का ओम्बुड्समैन। आरबीआई कहता है अगर बैंक आपकी कंप्लेंट को 1 महीने में नहीं सुलझाता तो आप आरबीआई के कंप्लेंट मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम पर ऑनलाइन कंप्लेंट कर सकते हैं। ये आरबीआई का आसान तरीका है आपकी कंप्लेंट सुलझाने का, और वो भी फ्री।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
And welcome back. A special dedication music video honoring Chief Minister Dr. Nipirio, titled Dr. Nipirio Gizo, was officially launched on Friday evening at Yes Coffee Corner in Kohima. The song, composed by Zekosa Jale and featuring Vikuyo Letase was unveiled by Ayeno Ketcher, Media Secretary to the Chief Minister. The music video is dedicated to Dr. Rio in celebration of his 50 years in public service, 50th wedding anniversary and 25 years as Chief Minister of Nagaland, 3 golden milestones marking decades of leadership and service to the state. Speaking at the event, Ketcher described the music video as a heartfelt tribute to a leader who has guided and inspired countless people across Nagaland and beyond. She said that music is more than melody. It is an expression of respect, gratitude and admiration for his visionary leadership. Ketcher also commended the artists and production team for their creative effort in bringing the project to life, expressing hope that the song would stand as both a tribute and an inspiration to all who listen.
Year 50 years marriage anniversary, around 50 years in political career, and then 25 years completing CM of Nagaland. To karne taido this year tala celebration year hoga mami taike respect kure aru tala mami talo da celebrate kure sebune memory ta rakhiyo karne edu kana propose.
The Delhi International Airport Limited, DIAL, has GMR Aero-led consortium has announced the reopening of the upgraded Terminal 2, T2, at the Indira Gandhi International Airport from the intervening night of October 25 to 26, coinciding with the start of the winter schedule. The revamped terminal, inaugurated by Civil Aviation Minister K. Ram Mohan Naidu, has been developed as a future-ready passenger-centric hub featuring advanced technology, automation and modern infrastructure designed to deliver a seamless travel experience. The inauguration ceremony was attended by senior officials from the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Bureau of Civil Aviation Security and Airports Authority of India, CISF and the DIAL. Speaking at the event, the minister said that under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India's airports are being transformed into world-class transit hubs at an unprecedented pace. And he noted that Delhi Airport, which handles nearly half of northern India's passenger traffic and about 50,000 transfers daily, is fast emerging as a preferred transfer hub. He said the modernization of the 40-year-old Terminal 2 reflects DIAL's commitment to improving infrastructure and enhancing passenger convenience, while congratulating DIAL and GMR for executing a smart and passenger-focused modernization project.
Aviation ecosystem in the country in the last 11 years. Today, when we talk about aviation in the country, there is a clear wall in between, that is before 2014 and after 2014. After 2014, in this 11 years, the kind of numbers you see.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended warm wishes to devotees across the country and around the world on the occasion of Chhath Mahaparv. In a social media post, Prime Minister Modi paid tribute to the unwavering devotion of all Vratis and highlighted the profound cultural significance of this 4-day festival. The Prime Minister also acknowledged the growing global recognition of Chhath, stating that Indian families across the world participate in its rituals with heartfelt devotion. To mark the occasion, the Prime Minister also shared a devotional song dedicated to Chhati Maiya, inviting everyone to immerse themselves in its spiritual resonance. The Prime Minister also wished Chhati Maiya to bestow her abundant blessings upon everyone. Modi also said the grand festival is a symbol of simplicity and restraint whose sanctity and adherence to rules are unparalleled. He added that on this sacred occasion, the scene visible at the Chhath Ghats offer an amazing inspiration of familial and social harmony. The Prime Minister also highlighted the profound impact of Chhath on society. India's foreign exchange reserves rose by $4.5 billion to over $702 billion for the week ending October 17, mainly driven by a surge in gold reserves. Held by the Reserve Bank of India as part of the country's foreign exchange reserves, gold reserves surged by $6.2 billion to exceed $108.5 billion for the first time, supported by a sharp rise in global gold prices and increased purchases by the central bank. Foreign currency assets, which form the largest component of the reserves, declined by $1.7 billion to over $570 billion during the week, influenced by fluctuations in currencies such as the euro, the pound, and the yen. India's reserve position with the International Monetary Fund fell by $30 million to $4.62 billion during the same period. And now for the weather report.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 13 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Mongkokchung had a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 14 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Tuensang had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 11 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. Phak had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 11 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And with this, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Have a good evening.
Chief Minister Manik Saha